Salute, people. It is Tony the Savant back again. Oh, and I got an episode for y'all this time. Y'all go ahead and whatever you like to do, go get it now. You like to get you some popcorn, go get it now. You like some a little drink in your hand, a little glass of water, whatever, go get it now. Because, ladies and gentlemen, I got a show for y'all. We are about to go through the entire reason why LeBron James is a scam, a fraud. You bronzexuals, this is, and I'm gonna say this once. I'm gonna say this once, and I might say it again later in the video. You bronzexuals, these are all of the reasons and sports takes that I use to checkmate y'all. So it's not gonna be much for y'all to say in the comment section, as this is gonna be the entire checkmate. I got multiple strategies to checkmate bronzexuals, but it's gonna be all of them in one video. Something that I've wanted to do since 2003. Low key, this has been a 21-year project in the making. And at the end of the day, this had to be done. I recently made a video accepting fledgedly my James hater flag, as the bronzexuals have been calling me that since 2010. When I came off the LeBron James wave, I used to be a LeBron James fan. Just giving y'all some pretext into what we're about to get into. I used to be a LeBron James fan. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it was actually in 2010 when I came off the LeBron James bandwagon, because how Mans was moving, I couldn't agree with it. It would be no more different than if I see a guy that domestically uses violence against his wife. I don't move like that. Okay, that's not something I do, not something I agree with. And if I seen it in play, I'm gonna call it out. Unfortunately for the bronzexuals, LeBron James is still playing. Right now. If he would have retired, we probably wouldn't have to did this video. You know what I mean? We could have just moved on with our lives and been enjoying some real basketball, because I believe that's exactly what we're gonna start getting. At least a remnants of what basketball used to look like. May not be, apples and apples, but we'll have a good start once this clown gets out of the NBA. But ladies and gentlemen, before we get into that, please like this video, share this video, hit the notification bell so you can be notified when I'm dropping content and going live on the channel. As well, if you have not already, please subscribe to the channel, because if you're going to enjoy content like this, then you're going to enjoy everything I do on this platform. We don't only talk about LeBron James here at the Tony the Savant sports platform, but we are big advocates in telling the truth. And in doing that, if we're going to tell the truth about each and everything in the sports world that we love and cover, then LeBron James is going to be included in that. So it ain't about feelings, it's about facts on this platform. I can be wrong, and that's why I ask people to share their thoughts and opinions in the comment section. If I'm wrong, it's been many a times I've talked with people in the comment section, and I had to redact some things in the next video because I am not above correction. So if I'm wrong, if you hear anything wrong in this video, which I doubt you will, because this is a 21-year project. I've done my research. I've tested every theory. I've mixed oil and vinegar. I know it works. I've checked LeBron James fans through and through all day, every day. The only thing LeBron James fans have for me, ladies and gentlemen, is 100 pounds of feelings. All right, that's all them fools got for me. They consist of bones, blood, skin, and feelings, and they never have facts. So I'm accustomed to it. They at this point, the personal attacks are entertaining, because once you go look at these dudes' lives, it'd be comical. You know what I mean? But anyway, let's get to the point. So, ladies and gentlemen, as you all know, America, Team USA just beat Serbia in the Olympics, and it was a hell of a game. A lot of different opinions about what transpired. We don't really have to get into that again, as I've already made a couple videos talking about the Serbia versus Team USA game. But there has been a number of takes flying around Because I'm in these YouTube streets, I'm in these NBA streets, these NBA Twitter streets. I'm in them. I'm deep in them. Got many allies and enemies. So when people are really, when I see people saying something, and then I see another 8 people start saying the same thing, and then I see another 10 people that I don't associate with saying the same thing, I'm starting to get a room for. I'm starting to get a feel for the temperature in the room. And then when I post something, it'd be totally different people saying the same thing these, people were saying. So I'm really feeling like this is something that's growing in the sports world, and I gotta address it. But a lot of people are upset, and I say to this, some of my favorite YouTubers, I'll be checking out my network of people that I like to tap into, and I'm reading their comments, and it's the same different people, the same opinions and same take, but different people. So this is why I'm like, all right, this seems like to be an issue. This is the perfect time to address this situation, because there's a lot of people that have a misconception, right? They think that because there's a certain subsect of sports fans that do not cheer for LeBron and refuse to cheer for LeBron, that these same people are also rooting against Team USA. All right, so that's the general gist of the sports take that's going around. Of course, some people are wording it different. You're a LeBron James hater. Uh, uh, some people even are mad at KD. KD done started a nice little wildfire of people being upset with Denver Nuggets fans. You know what I mean? Like, I'm seeing the Denver Nuggets fans getting attacked because they was riding with Joker. It's not so much they was riding with Serbia. It's almost the same dichotomy, the same catch-22. You know what I mean? Everybody's happy. Don't get it twisted. Us as America, we're happy Team USA advanced. It's just if you're a Denver Nuggets fan, you can't help to cheer for Joker. That's your guy. If you see him playing well, you're gonna clap. And there's nothing wrong with that. I don't see what's so upsetting to these fools about that. But at the same time, we want our guy to win. We want our guys, to win. And my only qualm with the thing is that we won by corruption. Joker should be in the gold medal game right now if you a real basketball analyst, if you a real honest person. You know what I mean? What transpired in that fourth quarter was egregious. But anyway, it's a lot of people out here, essentially thinking that just because you're cheering against LeBron James, you're cheering against America. And I just got to stop that, in its tracks, because there is a reason, not reason, many are reasons why people do not rock with LeBron James, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, this ain't just a Tony the Savant take. This ain't just a Skip Bayless thing. This ain't just a LeBron James hater thing. Nobody is around here just hating LeBron James just to hate him. All right, if you believe that, grow up. You know what I'm saying? It's time to grow up. Come on over here to adulthood and enjoy it with us, because it's very naive to think somebody is just hating on an individual just to hate on them. And there's reason enough. I'll say this in my personal life. There's people in my life that I know and transpire with that I could quote unquote hate. Sorry, I got a little savage. Eat your crackers, baby. There's enough people in my personal life that I talk to. I'm not gonna say often, but more on a consistent basis than I ever. You want more what? More rice. More rice. More breads. Breads. Okay, I'll make you some more breads. Sit down. I want some toast. Baby just like me. I can't eat regular bread. Even if I just eat bread, it's gotta be toasted, man. My baby just like me. But anyway, sorry y'all. There is a reason, not just a reason, but many a reasons why people do not rock with LeBron James. And we'll go through these reasons, because I think people are these guys that saying this particular thing, they really got the game mixed up. They really believe people out here are just hating on LeBron James, like I hate to say it like this, like he's some kind of real enemy or some real threat to us. You know what I mean? I ain't worried about LeBron James pulling up to my house one day and beating me up. Yeah, maybe I could afford to hate him then, if he was a real threat or something. But the point of the matter is that when it comes to LeBron James, it's a sports take, ladies and gentlemen. It's a sports take. And LeBron James is a lightning rod figure, much like right now Patrick Mahomes. You know what I'm saying? I'm a Patrick Mahomes fan, but I know there's a certain subsect of people out there that don't like Patrick Mahomes, like to their core. You know what I mean? I ain't really hating on him for that. I get it. But Patrick Mahomes is one of my guys. So it's the point of the matter is I can accept y'all sports takes, and it's these bronze sexuals who can't accept nobody else's sports takes. All right, if your sports take for LeBron James ain't he the best ever and all these lies, these treacherous lies that if you believe in heaven, you can't go to heaven believing LeBron James is the best basketball player ever. I'm sorry, bro. It's just a outright lie. You have to lie to yourself to say that. Now, if you think he's the best basketball player to you, yeah, that's a different thing. Because to me, the best basketball player is Steph Curry. He's made the most difficult shot in the game of basketball look easy, and he's the only one that can do it like that. You know what I mean? Some people get hot, and like stuff like that. But hold on, let me turn this up. I don't want to get flagged with this bluish in the background. Hey, 5 seconds, 5 seconds, guys. I'm making the baby girl her toast. No man, YouTube be flagging my videos for nothing, bro. I'll be like, and just because it'd be like some music in the background, or even if I put it in the YouTube short, they get to flagging my videos. I'm like, bro, how's my video getting flagged when y'all gave me the option to put music on the video? Like, it's crazy work. But anyway, uh, hold on, let me just get baby girl her toast. Just give me 2 seconds, y'all. I apologize for this. All right, almost there. 2 seconds. All right. So let's rock out. Let's rock out. My bad about that, y'all. It's in my branding. It's in my bio. Full time sports commentator, full time dad. You know what I mean? I'm always in the trenches. One thing my mom and nobody told me about kids was that they don't stop eating, bro. They don't stop eating. So I get the cooking on the video, and then probably an hour after they had something, they want something else. All right, but let's cook. Because again, I got a heck of a show, and I do apologize again for the delay. But we are cooking LeBron James, and I know exactly where I was at when I left off these bronze sexuals again in their high tolerance for immaturity and lack, and I want to say their lack of intelligence, because for the longest I was calling bronze sexuals el stupidos. You know what I'm saying? Honestly, I just would, and since I've gotten into my mature years and my being an adult, I don't really like calling people stupid. You know what I mean? I just feel like some people elect to suspend their intelligence for certain things. I do. When I'm watching a movie, I'm watching a Batman movie. I know good damn well ain't no millionaire running around fighting crime, but I'm a Batman guy, so I'll suspend my intelligence and my belief in reality to enjoy a Batman movie. So we all do it on some level in some aspects, but with LeBron James, I just don't see how you can do that because there's overwhelming evidence that this dude is a fraud. So we're gonna get right into that now. The many reasons why Americans are not rooting against LeBron James, not Team USA. Exhibit A, ladies and gentlemen. You see the visual up there. The decision. LeBron James, he himself, man, came into the NBA, uh, um, anointing himself. That's the word I want to use. Anointing himself as the chosen one. And we all know what that meant. You know what I mean? If you don't know what that meant, you probably wasn't living at that time. But when LeBron James came into the NBA, he made it blatant. A part of his marketing was that he was the quote unquote chosen one to replace Michael Jordan. Okay, now if LeBron came up that with if he came up with that himself, marketing genius. You know what I mean? Marketing genius because it was a good way to usher in, the hype for LeBron James. Me personally, and I talked about this on one of my streams, I believe, when me and Miss Dom and Big Bro Wildcard Mar was cooking. I never needed a LeBron James. You know what I mean? Coming from the south side of Chicago, living throughout the last three-peat, Michael Jordan was the man when I got here. You know what I mean? When I was born. So I got to see the latter half of his career, the Michael Jordan that was always hitting them with the mid-ranges and winning championships. That's the Michael Jordan I seen. But, he was already the superhero of my family and the city of Chicago, which I was raised. So by the time LeBron came around, I had already had a good 7 to 8 years of good Michael Jordan memories. I didn't need a quote unquote another GOAT, but I like LeBron James because back in the days he was humble. You know what I mean? He was cool. He was just trying to just be a kid and get along, kind of like what Bronny is like now. I like Bronny because Bronny just comes off as just a kid, but his pops used to be a cool dude, so I used to cheer for him. It's just about year 5 is when he started getting on his diva mode. You know what I mean? And from that, it was long before the decision. People don't even know. It was year 5 is when LeBron James started really acting how he does now. But uh, the decision was treacherous to me because I'm big on loyalty, very big on sticking to what you're doing and giving your all to that. I believe in maybe I still do a little bit now. It's kind of hard because LeBron James has given us years and years of top shelf garbage. You know what I mean? But I believe that he may have gotten a championship in Cleveland if he stayed there. There's no evidence to say so, but he was able to get that team, with a bunch of role players. So, he didn't really have a D Wade or a Kyrie Irving for sure, but he had a bunch of good role players. I believe that if you would have gave him one more instrumental piece, and I don't know how it would have came about in the draft, trade, whatever, LeBron James could have won a championship with him as the lead man. I truly do not believe he's won the championship yet as the lead man. Just because you put up more stats don't make you not a role player. Like, you know what I'm saying? If you didn't have D Wade in 2012, you wouldn't have won. If you didn't have Chris Bosh in 2013, you wouldn't have won. And these guys, when they were drafted, they was drafted because they were top shelf talent. Chris Bosh was drafted to Toronto to save the Raptors franchise after Vince Carter departed. You know what I mean? He wasn't just drafted as the franchise player. He was drafted to be the superhero of Toronto because everybody was filling the void after Vince Carter left. So, and he did his thing. Like Chris Bosh was doing his thing. He was really somebody that the city of Toronto, state of Toronto. I'm not sure how it goes in Canada, but anyway, everybody in Toronto and everybody that was with the Raptors was Chris Bosh fans. I guarantee. You get an old enough Raptors, diehard Raptors fan right now, they got to find Chris Bosh memories because he was the man. So without Chris Bosh, you not winning in 2013, buddy. You know what I'm saying? In 2017, or what was it, 2016? You healthy Kyrie was averaging 27 points. Kyrie was what he is now during that time. So it's like and he was only 25 years old. You know, I mean, he was already in the finals doing his thing. But at the same time, the decision was really crazy to me because again, I'm really big on loyalty. I'm really big on sticking to your guns and making things happen. And LeBron James, once he made the decision, again, I seen red flags in 2008, but once he made that decision, I knew that me and LeBron James was from different cloths. You know what I mean? We were cut from different cloths. He was not like me. It's something I would never had done. I've played high school sports. I couldn't imagine, and this wasn't even like a thing or option back at the time, considering my parents. But I couldn't imagine playing for my high school, which was Bogan, and then going to our ops, the Curie, Curie High School was one of our what do you call it, rival schools. I couldn't imagine that, bro. I could not. I wouldn't even. I don't even know what I would. What I'm saying? I couldn't even put on a jersey. But at the same time, this is what this man did. Um, and not only that, yeah, excuse me, not only that, the man joined top shelf talent. So the decision was one reason why I think that a lot of Americans do not rock with LeBron James as a member of the Team USA team because we remember this. You know what I mean? We remember this level of disloyalty, this level of disgrace, just shameless behavior. You know what I mean? He made this move and acted like he did something. We did something wrong. So the decision is one of the reasons why I believe LeBron James exactly. A shout out to Hard Work Entertainment 23. Exactly at the end of this, they're gonna give LeFraud the MVP. Disgusting, yeah, bro. And look, they can give it to him right now because how the media talking about it. It don't matter what anybody do. If Steph have another 36-point game, they still gonna find a way to give it to LeBron. And that's the sad part. Oh shit, man! Shout out to you, Hard Work, man. I'm sorry. I got into the first reason, the decision, but I should have put this. I wanted to get into the honorable mentions real quick, y'all. I'm sorry. I am so sorry about this. I should have. This was supposed to be the you know what I'm saying, the hot water on the stew. The honorable mentions. Shout out to Hard Work, man. You made me realize this was excuse me. LeBron James has been a lifelong fraud. It ain't just start, in Team USA. A lot of y'all think so, but it ain't just start there. Because as I have several reasons, I have 7 on the docket that we're gonna discuss. That's why I say get you whatever you like. You like to smoke, get you one rolled up, man. It's gonna be a nice show. You like to drink, get you a drink poured up, sit back, relax. This is gonna be an entertaining show because we gonna cook LeBron James. But we just discussed the decision. Shout out to Hard Work again. Made me realize I meant to get to these honorable mentions, y'all. All right, why people don't rock with LeBron James. Let's go. Let's start at 2007. All right, because this is before LeBron James ever made an NBA Finals. This is before LeBron James ever, really rubbed anybody the wrong way. And before 2008, I mean, that's when I really started seeing the red flags myself. But 2007, low key, I'm cheering for Bron in the finals. There was a point in time in history, y'all, where I was cheering for LeBron James in the finals. You know what I'm saying? And it was the 2007. Bron broke my heart, bro. I thought this man was the chosen one. I thought this man was gonna be in that same league as Kobe. You know what I mean? And be battling Kobe because Kobe was big homie at the time as well. Don't get it twisted. At that time, Kobe and Dwayne Wade were my 2 favorite players, but LeBron James was number 3. And for me, I always got about 15 to 20 dudes that I really rock with, even now. You know what I mean? That I would say that I rock with around the league. But LeBron was 3. So to be 3 out of 20, um, and I think that's giving him a lot of credit. But I was actually cheering for him, and I liked LeBron game at the time more than I liked Tim Duncan's. Now, as an older gentleman, I understand what Tim Duncan was to the Spurs and the value of his game and the fundamentals. But nah, I ain't care about none of that when I was a kid. I wanted to see some dunks. I wanted to see Bron go crazy. But at the same time, 2007, the sweep is what really ended the GO conversation because at that point, LeBron James had a L in the loss in the finals losses department. Michael Jordan never had that, and as long as his career had went on, what LeBron James fourth year in the league, 2007. So it's like he could have, like, now he's played 17 years since that finals, right? There's still not a case, and even if we was having to go debate, because now we got both of their decorated careers to debate about. Now what I'm saying, people could always checkmate you if you say, hey, what I'm saying, Michael Jordan never lost the finals, one, and Michael Jordan damn for sure ain't never got swept in the finals, never even sniffed it. I never got close to that. So that's what ended the goat debate to me. But I was not, one of those delusional fans where a lot of these LeBron James haters now are, the real LeBron James haters. I just take the flag because they keep calling me that. So it's like, whatever, what I'm saying, whatever makes y'all go to sleep at night. Um, the thing about it is, this is when a lot of the true LeBron James haters were born, like Skip Bayless. Skip Bayless is a real LeBron James hater, and it was 2007 for him. You know what I mean? But we didn't really get Skip Bayless, as far as his the Skip Bayless that we know now in 2011. But Skip Bayless was talking crazy about LeBron James since 2003. He got drafted, and we all know that Skip Bayless is a hardcore Michael Jordan dude. But '07, the sweep is one of the reasons why I believe a lot of Americans do not rock with LeBron James as a member of Team USA. We are cheering for Team USA, but we are not cheering for LeBron James. The second honorable mention, the 2010 quitting. I don't know if y'all, and this was my reason, because when LeBron James was going through the tunnel, bro, and they still show this moment from time to time on ESPN now. When LeBron James was going through that tunnel and he took off his jersey, disloyal, bro. Disloyal. At least ride it out to the end, bro. You really show a lot of lack of character when he did that. And that's just my opinion. Other people can feel how they feel. I respect that. But me personally, the walking through the tunnel and taking off the jersey was highly disloyal. And maybe because my coaches, me coming up, you know what I mean? We had to stay fully dressed till we got to the locker, or till you got to the crib, you know what I mean? You stayed in uniform until that moment. But at the same time, I come from a different era. But talking about 2010, that's in my era. So, Bron doing that in that time, that was pretty much, and it's a petty reason, but that was my reason to, because I just was like, I would never do that. You know what I mean? And all of my favorite athletes, I identify with them. You know what I mean? On a personal level, how Michael Jordan goes about his work ethic, I adopted that as my work ethic. You know what I mean? So it's just that kind of thing. Um, Number three, got the 2011 expose. Can y'all believe none of these reasons are the top reasons why I got Team USA, excuse me, not Team USA. Well, the reason why Americans basketball fans do not rock with LeBron James. None of these reasons are in the real reasons. These are just honorable mentions. But 2011, of course, the expose, Dirk Nowitzki, Jason Kidd, Jason Terry, JJ Barea and company, put a whipping down, and I pretty much, if there was any case for LeBron James to still make, to make it to the GOAT after 2007, the Dallas Mavericks ended all of that. Not only did they hand him his second consecutive finals loss, but it was in an embarrassing fashion. You know what I mean? LeBron James went out like trash. 2017 quitting. If y'all don't remember that, that's when that was uh the famous time when he pushed Kevin Durant. I mean, not Kevin Durant, J.R. Smith in front of Kevin Durant. No, 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 no. That was the very next year. Okay, so 2017, I guess I kind of captained that. I'm gonna shoot LeBron some bill. 2017 really wasn't nothing they could do about it. That was the year Kevin Durant hit that Nike shot in his face, though. And then the next year he did it again, but he did it in J.R. Smith's face. So LeBron, hey, that man always on his marketing, ain't he? Like, he made sure he went in that poster. But anyway, I'll shoot him some bail for the 2017 quitting, because I mixed that up. The 2018 quitting, you know what I mean? The man literally quit on this team. And we're going to talk about that a little bit further down the line. 2019, activating the playoff mode. Y'all remember that? Y'all remember that? I think a lot of people do not rock with LeBron James because he quote unquote activated his playoff mode. And then they didn't even make the playoffs, bro. That was the first time he said that goofy, that goofy activate the playoff mode. He said it again another time, and I think it was the next time they didn't make the playoffs. And like, what was that year? 2021 they got put out in the first round. I can't remember the next time he said that goofy shit. But anyway, the 2019 playoff mode, because that's when he said it, and Lonzo Ball and them was still on the team. Y'all remember? Like the Lakers was still playing decent. And then I forget where they was, like the 4 or 5 seed, but then he ended up getting injured allegedly, and he injured his groin or whatever. But 2019 activate playoff mode. I seen a lot of people kind of turn on LeBron then, and I should have said this too, y'all. I didn't converted some Bron sexuals, so that's why I stay on the case. I don't just talk about LeBron just to talk about him. There are Bron sexuals out there that still need to be saved. You know, they want to be saved. You know what I'm saying? And if I can bring if I could bring you from bronzexual to a real basketball fan, then I'm doing my job. You know, and that's part of the reason why the good Lord put me on this earth. So to be frank, that's why I keep attacking the LeBron James narrative, the LeBron James farce. It's because I've actually converted bronzexuals into real basketball fans. It can be done. It can be done. You know what I mean? So at the same time, uh, and then really my little bro Kyron, you know what I'm saying? That's one of them. One of my little homies. He was a big Bron sexual, but it's because of the generation he was born in, not because he's an honest LeBron sexual. But at the end of the day, let's get on to this next honorable mention, the 2020 bubble ring. Shout out to Wildcard Mar, the big bro. He denounces this ring so much so that he only says LeBron James is a 3-time champion, sticks to it, and I'm right there lockstep with him. That 2020 ring is a sham. Of course, you know, we were dealing with the pandemic and so many other moving factors in real time in the real world. So the last thing people was thinking about was basketball. And that's why I don't think any real general, like, you know, casual sports fan, they don't talk about the 2020 bubble ring. You know what I mean? Casual sports fans still talking about Michael Jordan's ring. So let's be honest. But nobody, you know what I mean, brings up that 2020 bubble ring and try to hang their hat on that. You know, I don't hear I don't even hear Chris Broussard or Brian Windhorst, you know, really hanging uh, their careers on their 2020 bubble coverage. You know, everybody knows what that was. And nobody took that shit serious except AD and LeBron James, and it was deadly obvious. I don't even know if I was watching the NBA at that time. I'll be honest. I remember watching one of the NBA Finals games. I tapped in because Kobe had passed away. So yeah, that's when I started watching. When Kobe passed away, that's when I started watching the NBA again, because it was always crap at before then anyway. Man, it's just you knew what it was. Um, but at the same time, when Kobe passed away, I really kind of started watching the NBA full time again. This is 4 years ago now. So, this was at least 2 years before I started my journalistic career. But at the same time, 2020 bubble ring, I feel like a lot of people came off the LeBron James wave. 2021, the first round exit, where that man was flopping around the entire 2021 round. Chris Paul, Devin Booker, DeAndre Ayton, those boys. This is also right after the 2020 bubble ring when LeBron James was the quote unquote defending NBA champion. And so it's a bad look to get put out in the first round as the defending NBA champion, and you got a healthy AD stomping with you. So, I think a lot of people came off of LeBron James because before then as well, he had the one advantage, I guess you could say, one thing that you could say, was that LeBron James had never lost in the first round. Notice, LeBron sexuals don't say that no more. They don't bring up that first round argument any longer because it doesn't work. He got smoked in the first round. Not just in the first round, because Jordan lost in the first round, Kobe lost in the first round, Magic lost, everybody, all the greats lost in the first round. None of them lost in the first round as the defending NBA champion. They all went back to the finals if they lost. Most of them anyway. I'm probably capping a little bit, but none of them lost as the defending NBA champion. Could you imagine the great Larry Bird with the 86, 87 Celtics, where they was damn near unbeatable and undefeated at home? Could you imagine them getting smoked by the Washington Wizards the next year? What would we be saying about Larry Bird to this day? So, and not getting smoked by the Washington Wizards, getting smoked being the WNBA champions, the first round. Like, 'cause I wouldn't say that Phoenix Suns team was better than LeBron James and AD, that Lakers team. at all. What would we be saying about Larry Bird if that would have happened though? But anyway, sorry, y'all. I'm trying to get through these honorable mentions real quick. Like I said, get comfortable. This ain't one of them quick shows that I usually do. We cooking on this one because I got to get this one out the way. This a 21-year-old show. Westbrook, the Russell Westbrook betrayal. I can't say Russ' name. It's too many damn word. I guess my Chicago just can't say it like that. But Russ, the Russ betrayal. I don't know if y'all know how deep this goes, but LeBron James took 100% advantage of Russell Westbrook, invited and recruited this man. Him and AD recruited this man to the Lakers, making him all kind of promises that they was gonna go all in for a ring. At that time, if y'all don't remember, Kevin Durant, James Harden, Kyrie, all linked up in Brooklyn. They was like just the Uber favorites to win it all. Everybody was on the Brooklyn Nets, jockstrap at that time. To combat that, LeBron and AD went to go recruit Russ, and we thought we was gonna get us a potential um, Lakers versus Brooklyn Nets, finals. Potentially just another one of those last hoorahs. Um, as for the super teams, and nope. What happened, man? They totally threw Russ under the bus. LeBron and AD both was taking nights off, stat padding, and just it was blatantly obvious that they were not giving their all. That's the thing about the whole situation. It was blatantly obvious. It was low managing like it was nobody's business. LeBron James was stat padding, just doing the most, pursuing that scoring record, and everybody knew it. Everybody, I mean, unless you was a Bron sexual, you just want to play blind to what was really going on. Everybody knew that LeBron James was stat padding and doing the most to get that scoring record because he knew that it would be a notch in his quote unquote GOAT debate. LeBron James had the scoring record, and peep that it was never a criteria before he did that. But in order to keep everybody off his tail, from blatantly stat padding, the lame stream, La Media, would go out of their way to blame Russell Westbrook for everything. And we all know that LeBron James, Rich Paul, Clutch Sports, that's what these dudes do. They pay off media members. They have a public record of media members. As far as I know, Nick Wright is on the payroll. Chris Broussard is on the payroll. Kendrick Perkins is on the payroll, amongst many, many others. Are these people going to actually speak out against LeBron James and all that kind of stuff? No, they would never do that. That's their boss. So they was all set on the mission to attack Russell Westbrook, and that's what those fools did, man. And I feel bad for Russ because it's like Russ was looked at as a surefire Hall of Famer, and now people look at him like he's some kind of clown. But anyway, let's just kind of move forward. I'm sorry, y'all. I think that's a big reason why people turn on LeBron. And then you got the 2023, 2024 sweep and gentleman sweep, an exact repeat of history of the 2017 and 2018 NBA seasons. And the Warriors smoked them at that time, and then the new well, I ain't gonna say I can almost Captain said dynasty, but the Denver Nuggets. We went from a team that built a dynasty to the Denver Nuggets. Both teams met the Lakers in the playoffs twice as champion and defending champion, and both teams outclassed LeBron James. Well, and I ain't gonna say Lakers because he was with the Cleveland Cavaliers when he met with the Warriors, of course. But they both met up with LeBron and then a LeBron James led team, and the results was the exact same. You know what I mean? Something that we can't say about any other superstar ever. You know what I mean? If you beat Michael Jordan, he got his revenge the next season. You know what I mean? And it seems like that was the trend for a lot of the other heavy hitters in the NBA. But not this clown. Nope. He got embarrassed one season and then got even more embarrassed the next season, twice in his career. So I believe that's another reason why a lot of people came off LeBron James. But let's get right into these other reasons, y'all. Let's cook real quick. I'm sorry. Uh, sorry, not sorry, because like I say, I got to cook on this one. Not just the decision, as we all know, but life after the decision, y'all. You remember this quote? You bronze sexuals probably don't want to remember this quote, but y'all remember this quote. Not one, not two, not three, not four, not five, not six, not seven. I really believe it. I really believe it. This is the best thing about the internet, man. When you a scumbag and you leave a paper trail, we can revisit it and confirm you being a scumbag because LeBron James wasn't even in Miami for 4 years, for 5 years. Why would you go on stage and just blatantly just cap when you knew? I'm sure LeBron knew he was going back to Cleveland at this point. You know what I mean? He's a habitual manipulator, and a people user, man. And I'm even shameful for Dwayne Wade because y'all see how Dwayne Wade look like. That look like a dude, don't he? He look like he's staying on business, don't he? You know what I mean? I'm so disappointed with Dwayne Wade, and it started at this point for even linking up with this jabroni. You know what I mean? Like, why, bro? You didn't need this dude. You already got an NBA Finals with a washed up Shaq, a washed up Alonzo Mourning. That entire NBA Finals, Dwayne Wade had to turn up because it was him versus the Dallas Mavericks. Just like yesterday, you know what I mean? It was Steph Curry versus Serbia. You know what I mean? LeBron always linking up with people that can carry the weight of the world. He can't. He cannot. But y'all remember this? Not one, not two, not three, not four, not five, not six, not seven. And it's crazy, man, because the man wasn't even in Miami for 7 years. He never intended on even going for this. He got on that stage and blatantly lied to these people, man. To the whole city of Miami, to Dwayne Wade, to Pat Riley. You know what I mean? Just this y'all's man, this y'all king, no bronsexuals. This y'all king. A man that can do this. Now this is what I challenge the bronsexuals to do. Pull up a time when Michael Jordan said something, even on the lines of this, something like this, like just making promises and all kind of wild stuff, man. This dude is a different character, bro, and in all this total. But I'm glad we got this paper trail because I'm gonna send this particular live to every bronsexual I know. I promise you, this gonna be the one, and they're not gonna be able to handle it. But at the same time, I will never debate with y'all again because everything you all need to know about LeBron James, every reason why y'all need to see why I don't particularly care for this particular dude, is going to be in this video, and I'll never have to bring this stuff up again. But yes, the not ones, the not two, that quote, I'm sure hunts LeBron James in his sleep to this day because the man got two. I only got two, bro. Have a chance to have a four. And honestly, I was slick. I'm a big fan of the 3P, right? So in 2014, I was really like, all right, man. You know what I'm saying? I don't like LeBron James. I didn't like him as much as I don't like him now, as much as I don't like him. Well, excuse me. I didn't like him as much as I don't like him now. Then, okay, that's how I was trying to say it. But at the same time, you know, I was a big fan of the 3P. You know, he got it in 12, he got it in 13. So I said, go ahead, man. Let's come on, Bron. And I put money on this dude, bro. Can y'all believe that? I put money on LeBron James in 2014 because I just knew once they linked up with the San Antonio Spurs again, I'm like, oh, this gonna be a we seen this movie before. We getting them out of here 5 games. Get LeBron James got sent out of there in 5 days. Oh man, I lost so much money on this nigga, bro. I lost so much money thinking that 2014 was a surefire. I thought they was gonna get LeBron James at least one 3P because Michael Jordan got two. I figured Kobe got one. I'm like the NBA got to rig it. They got to rig it so LeBron James can get one. Go and get you one, big dog. I'm gonna put my money on you, dude. Got blown off the floor in 2014. G. In fact, to this day, 2014, the NBA Finals, that's the worst loss margin, like win-loss margin in all of NBA history. And I believe LeBron James also owns the number two and number three worst win-loss margin because I think those two are like 2017 and 2018 when the Warriors blew them off the floor. But, bro, I just did not see it coming in 2014. I knew for sure that LeBron was finna get him a three-peat He ain't go out there to Miami for nothing. Now, I also was suspecting that, LeBron James might go back to Cleveland because that was the rumblings at the time. You know what I mean? So that's what another reason why I put my money on. I'm like, all right, he gonna get a three-peat, go back to Cleveland, be the man. You know what I mean? And blase. Yeah, that's how I predicted it, thinking I knew sports. That's why I always tell y'all, leave your thoughts and opinions in the comment section, because at one point I put money on LeBron James, stupid ass. So, excuse my language, man. Excuse my language. I hate to, I don't like punching below the belt, but LeBron James, man, is just despicable, bro. And I think that's what it's really conjuring up my trauma, having to cough up $250 as a damn. What was I working at the time? Wherever I was working, man, 250 was a lot of money. You know what I'm saying? I had a roommate. I think my rent was only about 250, so I had to cough up my entire rent at the time. Yeah, me and my boy had an apartment for like $500. A little two beddy, it wasn't nothing crazy. A 2-bedroom studio, just enough room for us to like make noodles and go to sleep in our little rooms. But yeah, man, it was bad, bro. It was bad. But anyway, let's move on to the next one, man. Let's move on to the next one. Y'all ever seen this movie? Y'all ever seen this movie, bro? Oh no, wait 1 second. Before we get to Space Scam, let's go on. Let's do this. Let me put this visual up because I ain't really rehearsed this show, y'all. Y'all forgive me, man. I just kind of put this together last minute. But this moment here is another big reason why I feel like now I ain't really had this for a title box for this one, but I think this is another big reason why people do not rock with LeBron James. As this is the moment that he utterly embarrassed himself. He exposed himself as a complete elitist when he came. Like, do y'all understand what most of y'all don't probably understand what an elitist is? An elitist is the rich people, right? That don't understand the economy runs because of the middle class and the upper lower class. I mean, excuse me, the upper middle class, like the doctors, the construction contractors, work, all those kind of people. Those guys aren't exactly rich hand over foot, say like a CEO of Apple is. But as the CEO of Apple is 99 times out of 10 probably an elitist because everybody that works under him does the work. He just shows up to the big money meetings, the big uh Apple cons or whatever, and then he that's his day's work. The man's work 45 minutes a year. And respectfully, you make it to that mark, that place in life, you earn your whatever you got to do to get there. I ain't hating on you. I don't really care. But my point being is that LeBron James exposed himself as an elitist. Michael Jordan may have been an elitist, right? But he was smart enough to not expose it. Michael Jordan even didn't get involved. Well, he had an opportunity to show himself as an elitist many a times, actually. But I think the one time that Michael Jordan proved that he wasn't, and it was when he noticed, or somebody asked him something like uh something about some politics kind of stuff, and that was the famous quote he made about Republicans buy gym shoes too. You know what I'm saying? Just let them know, like, hey, at that time, it seemed like Michael Jordan was a hustler. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, I'm just getting my bag. See, I don't care about none of that political stuff, which we can all relate to. You know what I'm saying? We can relate to a guy like that versus Michael Jordan saying some crap and endorsing people that we didn't care for at the time. It would have been crazy if Michael Jordan said anything other than what he said. But that's when he won a lot of everyday blue collar people's hearts because he was like, I ain't getting involved in the mess. I'm here to make money and play basketball, which that's 98, 99 point, 1% of Americans. The only people that don't be on that boat is the people that are delusional enough to think that they're making all this money hand over fist on their own merit. Like LeBron James would not be making a damn dollar, right? And maybe if you bronzexuals have some money, but he wouldn't be making a damn dollar if somebody didn't buy his jersey, or if somebody didn't buy his shoes, or somebody didn't. Imagine LeBron James playing in an empty stadium, y'all. You know what I'm saying? And nobody watching him on TV. He wouldn't be making a red cent. So at the same time, when he made the comments that he made in this particular post game conference or interview, whatever you want to call it, he really showed himself to be very dismissive of his fan base, dismissive of regular NBA fans, just blue collar fans that just uh, that just got enough money just to go see one LeBron James game a year. You know, he's very when he made his comments, he was very dismissive of those people, and didn't even have to be. And it was only because he came up short. You know, at this point, he didn't accept responsibility for the 2011 finals. He could have said, "I played like shit." You know what I'm saying? And I had a very unredeemable series, but I'm gonna work hard. I'm gonna get back to it. Boom, boom, boom. He didn't say that. He didn't do none of that. And this is the most despicable, one of the more despicable moments in LeBron James's career. You know, even for me, outside of me not liking what I, get from him on the basketball court. Like, bro, if Kobe would have said something like this, same thing. If Jordan, Steph, if anybody would have said something like this, it would have just really turned me off from them as far as me supporting them. Because it's like at what some point, man, you have to realize, the everyday fan carries a lot more weight than it does. And if y'all recall, which we're gonna get into in our next segment, when the NBA was doing all that woke stuff, you know what I'm saying, and it had a bunch of, I ain't got really a problem with advocating for quote unquote black people and all that stuff, but they was going overboard with it, bro. They was isolating some of their audience. So they was doing that at first, and then Adam Silver came out of nowhere and was like, "Hey, we're gonna quit this woke campaign stuff." Like Adam Silver said that himself. You can Google the quote. He said no more of that. So because they was isolating too many of their hard working every day. I got enough money to go to one, maybe two games a year. The NBA was blatantly isolating those people, and they had to change their marketing strategy because they was feeling it. They was feeling it, bro. This was back in like 2020. They was feeling it, so that's why you don't see none of that shit now on ESPN. But in the same breath, uh, this was one of the more despicable moments, of course, and LeBron James refused to accept the responsibilities of his own actions in that 2011 finals. To the point where he was blaming us, the fans, and anybody that had a criticism for him. So it's like, man, you can't be Michael Jordan or next up or the GOAT if you can't accept criticism, dog. Like that even if you are the GOAT on the quote unquote greatest ever. Look at it, look at the world now. Look at the world now. Michael Jordan did all he did and was the greatest of his time and all that, and there's still people out here criticizing. I don't know if LeBron James thinks just if he does get the GOAT title and all that shit, that all of a sudden he will not have any criticism at all. But that's the mindset of an elitist, somebody that just thinks that, things work like this, and in reality, it don't work nothing like that. Even if LeBron James got to catch up to that alleged ghost that he mentioned a couple times. Even if you caught up to that ghost, bro, you're still gonna have people criticizing. You still gonna have haters. You still gonna have trolls. I don't know if I would be one if LeBron James was a legitimate goat. I wouldn't hate on him, but he's not. And just because you say you call yourself the goat, like you did in 2016, don't make you the goat. You know what I mean? In fact, I think it was Walter Payton. He was saying if everybody else ain't saying you great, no. He said, damn, he said something. I'm gonna butcher the quote. I'll be bad with quoting on the spot, but regardless of the fact, this was a very low moment in LeBron James's career, and another reason why I think a lot of Americans do not rock with this dude as a member of the Team USA. How we got Captain America, y'all? How this is Captain America? This y'all king? This is Captain America. This is Captain America. Do y'all understand what this image is? First of all, it's Masonic. It's Masonic as shit. But at the same time, beyond that, LeBron James is kneeling. And you see what's behind him, right? The American flag, right? And he playing for Team USA. Wasn't he the American flag bearer? Captain America is disrespecting the national anthem. Now, don't get me to, I ain't no, patriot, nothing like that. I'm not gonna sit here in front and act like I'm the most red, white, and blue mofo you ever gonna meet. I'm not. You know what I mean? I do believe in respect. I do believe in honor. I do believe in my country. For the worse or the better, America to me, once people are get off that political BS that separate us, Most people are cool as shit. That's why I love sports. I've been to many a games where I didn't, I'm drinking a beer and there'll be two gay guys, bro. I went to a Memphis Grizzlies game and it was two cool as hell gay guys. I ain't gay, you know what I'm saying? But you a Grizzlies fan? I would support. The Bulls was in town to play the Grizzlies that day. You know what I'm saying? You a sports fan? I'm a sports fan. Sports is supposed to unify each other. It's only these weird ass bronzexuals that come out of nowhere with all the separation. Dead ass. And excuse my language, y'all, but it's usually just the bronzexuals. They just, if you don't bow down and kiss the ring of LeBron James, they isolate you. They go to talking about your family and all this weird stuff, bro. It's only them. If you talking to a Kobe Bryant fan and you say I feel like Michael Jordan is the best, but Kobe was that man. That Kobe Bryant fan more than likely gonna give you a fist bump, be like, "Hey, all right, cool, bro. I still feel like Kobe to go, but I agree." If you say that same thing to a bronzexual, that man's gonna be he ain't gonna be able to control himself, bro. That's the thing about these these news, man. And I done been dealing with them, like I say, 21 years. They try to over emotionalize with me, and I'm sorry. I got 4 older sisters, I got daughters, I got a wife, I got a mom. I know, what I'm saying, how to deal with over emotion. And even with the men in my family, I ain't all the men in my family wasn't not emotional type mugs, but I done dealt with enough crazy emotional people to know how to deal with the bronzexuals. They can't really hit me with a boomerang I never seen before, but it just goes to show the level of insanity that we're dealing with. These people are calling him Captain America. And this man disrespected the anthem all but what's 3 years? 900 days ago? 900 about rough again, give or take, you know what I mean? About 900 days ago, this is what LeBron James was about. And they want us to call him Captain America. And if y'all think this ain't embarrassing, you don't think this is embarrassing. Like, oh, Tony, man, ain't nothing wrong with this, man. He was protesting, you know what I'm saying? Police brutality. Really? Really? Like, don't get me into that. But at the same time, because where's Kaepernick now? Did police brutality stop? Did police brutality end when Kaepernick did police brutality end after Kaepernick got his money from Nike? Because I ain't seen Kaepernick in I don't know how long, and we've gotten plenty of different cases after Kaepernick got his money. So where's Kaepernick now, ladies and gentlemen? So there you go with that one. But anyway, this is despicable because you got this gentleman. I don't even know who this is. Honestly, he ain't one of my favorite basketball players or nothing like that. Who is this guy? Please put it in the comments. But you got this image of a dude besides 2 of his teammates. Now, LeBron James could do this if he's such Captain America. You know what I mean? America ain't changed from 2020 to now. There's still racism. There's still poor people. There's still police brutality. There's still political figures that we don't agree with, getting they shine and they money. Nothing has changed from 2020 to now. How was LeBron James kneeling one moment and he Captain America the next? This is what LeBron James went all out. He ain't just kneel. He got the fist up, the Masonic. I forget what this is. I just know it's a lot of this crazy stuff that goes on. But this is beyond just protesting. LeBron going all out. AD ain't got his fist up. Or 88 and LeBron standing on business when it came to protesting America. But he Captain America now. Who is this guy? He don't even look American, respectfully. This cat here look like one of them Serbian dudes. I could have sworn I seen him playing for Serbia. But he over here with his heart on his chest, honoring America, which I'm capping. I'm just being funny. I know he got to be American. You know what I mean? Because he doing what you're supposed to do, and I don't believe in so much pledging allegiance to anything other than the Lord and Savior up high, the man. You know what I'm saying, upstairs. But like I say, I stand for my country. I stand for the people in my country. You know what I mean? If 100 and it's almost on some gang ish. You know what I'm saying? Like my gang is America. I'm sorry, you get disrespected. That's you get disrespected. This is the team that I rode with. You know what I mean? And at the same time, this is what LeBron James is on. You know what I mean? Disrespecting the flag. Imagine just for a hypothetical sense, Snoop Dogg. It's a Crip flag in back of this, and Snoop Dogg is disrespecting the Crip flag. Come on, man. Like, what we doing, bro? What we doing? And this is the level of insanity of a bronze sexual. How just in 900 days they can flip. They can flip because back in the day when he was protesting, they was protesting. They gonna do whatever LeBron do. Back in the day when he was protesting, they was kneeling too. They right there with LeBron, dumbass. These niggas don't even know what they protesting. They just gonna do whatever LeBron tell them to do or whatever LeBron doing. So now that LeBron James playing for Team USA and is Captain America now. Where was Captain America in 2020? Again, let me show y'all this one more time. Who is this dude? I know you got the Miami Heat thing on there, and his teammates holding his knees. That's kind of wild, but anyway, uh, this dude don't even look like he American, man. And I'm being funny, but it looked like he would. I honestly just seen Team USA versus Serbia, which is inspired this entire video. This dude looked like he played for Team Serbia. It looked like he was on Joker's team, but he up here doing more than this. And LeBron James ain't just protesting. He ain't just kneeled. He going all out. AD does not have his fist up. What is LeBron James doing? So, yeah, man. Captain America caught kneeling at the American flag. Miss me with all of this Captain America narrative. So y'all could just force feed him this Olympic MVP that nobody's ever heard about until now. Who was the Olympic MVP in 2021? I'll wait. Who was the Olympic MVP in 1971? I'll wait. It's all of a sudden a thing because LeBron James is in the Olympics, right? It's all of a sudden something that these cats are making videos about. I'm positively sure if anybody was making videos, sports content 4 years ago, and they're a proud bronze sexual now, I know 4 years ago they ain't got no Olympic MVP videos, bro. I know for sure. I know for sure. So it's the point of the matter, man. This is the level of insanity, and this is why Americans do not rock with LeBron James. This is why. It ain't us just walking around being angry. It's this man. But let's get on to another reason, and this is more of a quick, funnier reason for me. I put up the title box earlier. We got to talk about Space Scam. Bronzexuals call it Space Jam 2. Let me hit this coffee, man. Let me hit this coffee. Bronzexuals call it Space Jam 2. I call it Space Scam. All right, because I'm a 90s baby. We all know the real Space Jam. We ain't gotta sit here and debate and deliberate. We all know there's only one Space Jam, and then there's this Warner Brothers uh freaking advertisement show. and you don't need a two. We didn't need a two. The Space Jam 1 ended just how it was supposed to end, brother. I have never seen Space Jam 2. I'm gonna be frank with y'all. So there's nothing I can really say about the movie. I'm gonna tell y'all this though. This movie was a long time in the making. Had many a as far as having to stop and then restart because they couldn't get the support that they needed for this movie, and it's only because of the pandemic. I believe Warner Brothers got an influx of money at that time that they was able to finish this movie, as it was a long time in the making. And now this is what I know for sure about the history of the movie. They started making this movie in 2017. It didn't drop until when? I forget when this movie dropped exactly. But they started making it like 7 years ago, bro. 7 years before it came out. So Space Jam 1 didn't take no damn 7 years to make. It took Michael Jordan one summer. The summer in between him playing baseball and coming back to the NBA is when he made Space Jam. That's when he made that entire movie. It took LeBron James 7 years of production just to get a travesty. Because this movie, I've heard nothing but bad reviews about it. I would never let my kids watch this movie. You know what I mean? I'll go dig up a VHS tape of Michael Jordan. You know what I'm saying? I go to the pawn shop. Catch me one of them old VCRs. I'm gonna show I ain't gonna do my kids like that. I love them too much to expose them to Space Jam 2, or what I like to call Space Scam. But as far as what I heard from the movie, man, it is a Warner Brothers advertisement show, as they just cram all of the Warner Brothers production, big movies into it. Godzilla and King Kong, and a lot of the old movies that they used to have as well. So, I'm a big movie guy. I've always wanted to start a movie podcast, and me and my wife had talked about doing a co-one. I think that'll probably be my next venture after the sports stuff. So I've always wanted to get into that realm anyway. But the same point of the matter is that the people that I heard that I thoroughly enjoy, covering movies, not one, and it's about a good 15 of them, not one said good things about the Space Jam movie. And none of these people are, well, they don't come off to me as diehard sports fans. A hardcore sports fan. These more so are like theatrical, arty people. You know what I'm saying? So, for them to have no real skin in the game as far as this whole Michael Jordan and LeBron James race, and they still, you know what I mean? Because quite naturally, a lot of people, and I'm sure if you're a movie lover, if you heard Space Jam 2 was coming out, then you would go watch Space Jam 1, just to see if some continuity, just to see if there's some Easter eggs in the movie, blah, blah, blah. So a lot of them, would compare the two in their reviews, and you got to remember too, Michael Jordan didn't have a tittle of the technology. You know what I'm saying? A lot of the stuff that they was doing, Michael Jordan was acting uh just alongside like a fake little puppet of of Bugs Bunny. He didn't have the animation and all that. Not saying that LeBron James didn't either, but the technology that LeBron James playing with, you know what I mean? It was way better, way easier to make his movie. And Michael Jordan was able, like, again, to do what he did in a half of a summer, because he still showed up for the Bulls training camp. You know what I mean? So, um, yeah, man, this is another reason why I think a lot of people came off LeBron James. I think that LeBron James turned off a lot of people like me that are into movies and basketball. With this thing, because to be frank, it is low in quality production, screenwriting, acting, everything. LeBron James' kids in that movie was probably the better, or at least from what I heard from the reviews, they were better actors and more believable than LeBron James. The kids in the movie, you know what I mean? The people that reviewed the movie, and I might go catch this movie. I ain't gonna lie, I might watch this movie. That'll probably be one of my first reviews. It'll be kind of a caveat, into the movie world anyway, but. Again, I think this is one of the reasons why a lot of people came off LeBron James, man. Like, dude, this movie is ass, and literally try to just hijack Michael Jordan's idea, bro. I'm not saying this was Michael Jordan's idea, but I'm just saying that he just really tried to hijack his movie, just place himself in the movie. And I don't know if y'all know, there's a meme out there. It's a funny as heck meme, bro, where you can see like Michael Jordan's got all of the Looney Tunes gathered around him. I don't know if they did this on purpose, bro, or life imitates art and art imitates life kind of thing, because it just came out. You can see in the meme, Jordan has the Looney Tunes gathered around him, and they like excited. They got like, all right, we got Jordan on the team, bro. We got a chance. And at that time, I think in the halftime, they was down like 20 points. They was geeked up, like, hey, we good, man. We finna make a comeback and win because we got Jordan, bro. In the same scene, the scene that kind of calls back to that scene where LeBron James was trying to rally the troop. Nah, bro. Yeah, the Looney Tunes look worried as hell, bro. Like anxiety running through their eyes, bro. It's crazy. That's why I say, did they do that on purpose, gang? Because it's too good to be true, almost. You know what I'm saying? It's like this is a real microcosm of what it's like playing on the LeBron James team. We've seen it in Steph Curry face in the Team Serbia versus Teams USA game. Steph Curry was worried as hell, boy, in the third quarter. If you watch at one point, I don't know how you could rewatch the game. I watched it twice while I was on TV yesterday, but they showed a rerun of it last night. Yes, baby. Try on, baby girl. Requesting my presence. Okay. But anyway, you can see in the Looney Tunes face, man, they was worried, and when the camera at one point, the camera at one point. Okay, thank you, baby. Thank you so much. Do you want to watch Rocket? Sorry, y'all. Excuse me. Full-time daddy, full-time sports commentator. I know exactly where we at. We're finna cook. You want to watch Rocket? Okay. Sorry, I'm just trying to get the princess. This is the boss, man. You know what I mean? I be thinking I'm controlling my day, and the boss lady come around the corner and let me know how it's really gonna go. All right, let's get back to work. So yeah, she and the camera panned over to Steph Curry, man, and my man's look worried, bro. You know what I mean? I ain't never seen Steph Curry that worried because he know what LeBron James is capable of in those moments. He's put LeBron James in one of those moments where you know he got to be down by 100 points and there ain't no way LeBron James coming back. Curry and the Warriors over there celebrating before the game over. You know, and it's tough being on that other end, but at the same time, Space Scam is another reason why I believe a lot of people have come off the LeBron James train. This is another quick segment, the fake reading segment. If y'all know about LeBron James, man, there was a period between what about 2009 and like 2015. Nah, it went from time to time just sprinkled throughout his career, but for some reason, the media was really hyping up LeBron James, you know, reading books. And, you know, people would ask him questions about the books he's reading. I remember somebody asked him something about the Malcolm X book, autobiography he was reading. Couldn't answer a question about it. He couldn't even, and it just exposed him that he was fake reading. You know, all of this is a marketing ploy for whatever reason. This dude is obsessed with his image, and he doesn't have any follow through. You know what I mean? That's the problem with LeBron James. But the fake reading, I think a lot of people came off LeBron James. In fact, hold on, did I upload the visual? Yeah, here we go. Yeah, here we go. Here we go. This nigga here, man. Excuse my language. He was reading the book, bro. And I don't know if he was trying to impress the cameras, but the man asked him I asked him a question about the book, and LeBron James could not answer it. And I believe he was stumbling and stammering and all that kind of. Listen, man, I love reading books too. You know what I mean? I love me a good read. This dude right here, I'm saying that to say, if you ask me a question about the current book I'm reading, I'm gonna have a lot to say about the book, man. This is a pretty good book. You know, I'm out the band. I feel like this is something I can finish. Some books I start reading, man, and if it ain't good, it's like a movie to me. I'm not gonna finish it. I'll get on to my next book. But at the same time, uh, LeBron James could not answer anything. I think the dude asked him who wrote it. I think the dude asked him who wrote the book. It's Malcolm X autobiography in his own words. I think the name of the book was called this nigga. He like, oh, I don't know, man. I don't know. How you don't know, man? Malcolm X wrote the book, man. Hey, this guy is different, bro. He's different. That's what I say. You can't count LeBron James out, man. You can't count him out. But this is another reason why I think a lot of people, if you're a good avid book reader like myself, and you enjoy a good read, like as if he didn't insult the intelligence of the theatrical people. He comes over into our book reading world and tries to insult our intelligence by fake reading. You know, look at that face, man. That's the face of a fake reader. When you read a book, you don't be frowned up. My wife love reading books. I ain't never seen her frowned up. It's like the man trying to struggle and read the words. And you be relaxed when you reading your book. You know what I mean? Like it's cool. You're in your safe space. This man is different, bro. Whose king is this? Is y'all king? I think this is one other reason why a lot of people came off the LeBron James train because he just exposed himself as a fraud, as if he didn't already do so on the basketball court. Now you a fraud in real life, fam. Now you a fraud. You know, now you trying to do photo ops. What kind of political crap is this? What kind of political placement? You know what I mean? Like you got everything got to be placed in the right way. Put the book right here. It's like, gee, stop the cap, bro. Just be a real human being. I don't know why LeBron James can't just be a real human being. He cannot do that. He has to do all this extra stuff to try to over what's the word I'm kind of oversell. You know what I mean? He always trying to oversell himself and his image and his brand to us. It's like, bro, if people wanted the LeBron James brand, they're gonna pull up. You don't need to have all these media members constantly praising you. If people thought you was the GOAT, it would be the conversation topic organically. Interjecting yourself with propaganda and all these antics only makes us tease you more. It's kind of crazy. LeBron James and all his efforts over the years to hush his haters or try to make his image and brand stronger than Michael Jordan's, he's only made himself look weaker and accumulated more haters. Even the people that's on LeBron James' team are, are starting to turn on him. There's been a couple times Kendrick Perkins spoke out against him. You know what I'm saying? It's been a couple times Reggie Miller, one of the biggest LeBron James Glazers on TNT. There's been a couple times Reggie, well, it was that one time anyway. Anyway, he went viral for it, and then he quickly redacted his statements because I don't know why Reggie Miller's so scared of LeBron James. But Rachel Nichols, it's like, bro, the chinks in the armor are starting to show. So, uh, LeBron James and all his efforts, man, to enhance himself, enhance his brand and all that good stuff. He's only made himself look more and more foolish. And to be honest, I don't know where it stops. I don't know how it ends. Uh, but it's been a wild show. It's been a wild ride so far. You know what I mean? This dude is just always doing something to try to sell his image and his brand, and it just always makes it less and less desirable. That's what I was like. You trying to make yourself more desirable, and you just making yourself less desirable. You know what I mean? There's a reason why casual house moms knew who Michael Jordan was and was a crazy fan of his. My mom was a house mom, homeschooled us, all that kind of stuff. She wasn't watching those 82 games of a basketball season, but she was a diehard Michael Jordan fan. You know what I mean? So, and it was because his brand was desirable. It wasn't, when you say desirable, no homo, don't say. I don't want y'all, thinking below the belt. Y'all crazy out here. I mean, as far as when you go out to buy a car, you get a car that you desired. If you're into fast car, you're not gonna get a truck or some a tractor. You know what I mean? But some people that's on the market for a tractor are gonna go. They're not looking. They're not gonna be interested in a Ferrari. That's the difference between LeBron James and Michael Jordan. You know what I mean? When you go out to look for a quote unquote basketball player, a quote unquote greatest of all time, when you go see Michael Jordan's brand, when you're on the market for that and you're going to look for it, and you see Michael Jordan, you're gonna be like, okay, I can buy into this. This makes sense why everybody is screaming his praises. It's not the same with LeBron James, and that's why I tell people the moment LeBron James retires, it's over for him, bro. I don't know what else they're gonna do. Only reason why the campaign keeps going now. Only reason why the campaign keeps going now is because he's still an active basketball player. But once LeBron James is on the other side of it, and he's subject to criticism, like how people be tearing down Larry Bird's image now, tearing down Magic Johnson. Yeah, he's gonna be subject to that too. It's human nature. People build you up to tear you down, and the people that's doing the most building up, the most glazing, are going to be the first ones in line to tear you down. We might see Nick Wright overnight turn on LeBron James once he retired. We might see that, guys, in our lifetime. You know what I mean? So it seems unfathomable. It seems unbelievable now, but uh, we can see that, man, because LeBron James has done a lot of this stuff, these photo ops, this nonsense, trying to sell us an image that we ain't buying. All right, y'all. Let's get to this next segment. Uh, y'all remember this one? Y'all remember this one? After being blown off the floor for the second consecutive season. Now I was cooking on this a little bit earlier, right? When I brought up I didn't make a title box for this one either. I thought I did. But anyway, we cooked on this a little bit earlier in the honorable mentions department. This was 2018, I believe. LeBron James had just been blown off the floor again by who was it? The Golden State Warriors in an impressive fashion. And oh heck, man, France and Belgium is playing right now. Okay, the women's basketball team. It just came on out of nowhere. I guess it was one event going on in the Olympics, and they just popped this game on. So we're gonna watch this one a little bit too later. But anyway, LeBron James had been blown off the floor by the Golden State Warriors. This is also the famous uh, play, or I guess the famous post game conference where he before this he was had that back and forth with J.R. Smith. And was this after game one, y'all, or was this after the complete series? It's kind of eluding me right now, but this that famous meme where he doing the looking at J.R. Smith crazy with his arms outstretched. Uh, he getting upset with J.R. Smith like he's the leader of the team, like J.R. Smith is the leader. You know what I mean? Like J.R. Smith is the one that's supposed to be uh they're supposed to be leading the team and making the game winning plays when in fact that should have been LeBron James. Funny work, right? Funny, but this is the series that this was all during that same time, and LeBron James, man, utterly made himself look soft. This at this conference, I believe, as he came out with this hand wrap. That's not an official cast right there, y'all. That's like a hand wrap. I made it look like that, but there's not. That's something that you put around your hand if you was hitting a boxing bag. That's not a medically approved hand wrap, and it would look even worse, live in person. It looked like a damn hair scarf. But at the same time, this just made LeBron James look soft. This also happens, during his 15th and 16th, well, I believe 16th year, 15th year. So LeBron James supposed to know how to absorb pain, not to show it, and all that kind of stuff. But apparently, he had hit a drywall or something like that, or hit the wall because he was so upset with J.R. Smith. Following that game. This is Yo King, bronzexuals. Now, now it is a funny story out there about Michael Jordan punching Steve Kerr. Why couldn't LeBron James punch J.R. Smith out? Like, if you so upset with him, if you so upset with J.R. Smith, why you ain't punch him out? Why you punching the wall? So again, man, just another notch in his I guess go case, not go case. Um, he didn't punch J.R. Smith. He punched the wall. Did subject himself to this embarrassment of coming out, addressing uh I don't know how many viewers it was, but of course, I'm sure a lot more eyes. A lot of eyes was on that moment, on that post conference. Again, as he had just gotten blown off the floor the second consecutive year to the Kevin Durant and Steph Curry led Warriors. He the GOAT, but he couldn't even make it a series, bro. Two series in a row. One with Kyrie and Kevin Love, and one with just Kevin Love. And neither one of those series did he make it competitive. And he's supposed to be the GOAT. You give Michael Jordan a healthy Kyrie and a healthy Kevin Love and a healthy J.R. Smith and what was the point guard? I can't recall his name right now. George Hill. Come on, G. That's a championship team. Michael Jordan taking that to the championship. And we already know what Michael Jordan's gonna do. See, the problem is we don't know what LeBron James gonna do. That's what make him so such a wild card, such an undependable, unreliable, uh, uh, unreliable quote unquote goat. Because over his career, you just don't know what he's gonna do. You can't say that in the last 5 minutes of a game that LeBron James is going to take over. You can't say that every time. And this is what baffles me about bronzexuals. You know what I'm saying? Like y'all just say he the greatest ever when it's been time after time after time after time where he has showcased he not like that. To quote Kendrick, he's not like that, y'all. It's just all in y'all head. You know what I mean? Right now, if bronzexuals told themselves the sky was orange, it would be the same exact thing. If y'all just kept telling yourself the sky is orange, the sky is, I mean, that's probably, what's the color the sky never gets? I can't even think because I'm out here in Idaho and it's beautiful. It's got to be getting purple from time to time, you know? So, but at the same time, you know, just the analogy, you know, if LeBron James fans they just keep telling themselves a lie and trying to make it sound true, or they, you know, trying to make us believe it's true. I feel like they know it's a lie. Um, and it's just embarrassing, man. You know, at some point, your self dignity is on the line. But this was a bad time in another one of those low moments in LeBron James' career where he looked absolute soft. And speaking of another time, he was blown off the floor. Fast forward just, what was that? 2018. So this is 2023. 5 years later, LeBron James finds himself getting blown off the floor again, following a sweep. Excuse me, y'all remember this? Do y'all remember this? Bronzexuals following the 2023 and 2024 NBA season. LeBron James is under strong consideration for retirement. That's what he said. That's what Brian Windhorst said. And you know the reason why they said that is because he had just been blown off the floor, and LeBron James, shout out to Enos Cantor, LeBron James has to control the narrative. The narrative ain't nothing but the news stories. That's what the narrative is. It's the news stories. Control what you bronzexuals are reading and hearing. So y'all don't believe what your eyes just showed you. You know what I mean? LeBron James can show you a red apple and tell you it's blue. And you bronzexuals will say it's blue because LeBron James said it was blue. Although you're looking at the apple and you see it's red. That's how easily manipulated bronzexuals are. You know what I'm saying? LeBron tells them, hey, look, this apple right here is red. You know what I'm saying? And it's a blue apple. Guess what they gonna say? Man, Brian, that is a red. Man, it's like, bro, y'all niggas is sad, bro. You just seen the man get blown off the floor, immediately come up with an excuse because we ain't heard LeBron James say nothing about retirement in year 21. We didn't heard him say nothing about retirement now. Now he in the Olympics. Do it look like LeBron James intend on retiring anytime soon? Captain America, is he gonna retire? Does it look like that, y'all? So that's why I say, bro, y'all, you want me to take this man serious? You want me to cheer for this? And how many examples have I given y'all? I gave you a damn near 10 minute, 15 minute honorable mentions. You know what I mean? In addition to the 8 reasons that I have, but yeah, man, what happened to the retirement? I don't know. I ain't heard LeBron, Rich Paul, Draymond, nobody. I ain't heard nobody say nothing else about a LeBron James retirement since this moment. He just wanted to control the narratives, bro. You know, to be frank, I ain't heard a bronzexual say nothing about retirement since this moment. To be honest, I ain't heard a bronzexual say anything about this exact moment since then. It's like he just said that everybody ran with it and missed law. But anyway, sorry, princess, demanding things. But let's quickly wrap up this stuff, man. I gotta get back to being a daddy anyway. So yeah, D, this is crazy. Immediately following being swept by Nikola Jokic and the Denver Nuggets, this man immediately had a well packaged, well rehearsed retirement speech, and the media fell for it hook, line, and sinker. Nobody questioned this man. Nobody followed up the next season with, LeBron, are you still thinking about retirement? Nope. Nope, nobody said nothing. And this is why this is the problem. And this is why I love what I do. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Wild Card Moore. Big bro Ben gave me confirmation. This is why we have to do what we do, because you guys have the memory of a goldfish. Y'all act like y'all didn't hear something that LeBron James said 5 minutes ago. And it's crazy work. But don't worry, I kept the paper trail. All of these memes and stuff that I got right now, this is old work. This is stuff that I posted in old LeBron James groups, to stir the pot. So they have to hear these facts. This is stuff that I've had to get off Google, because again, there is a strong paper trail on this clown. So all of the stuff that I'm seeing is very well documented. You can go see it yourself. And this ain't all Tony the Savant. Like I say, this is a very big subsect of the community, of the sports community, that does not like this dude. This is why y'all feel like people are cheering against Team America. I mean, excuse me, Team USA. It's not people cheering against Team USA. You know what I mean? It's people cheering against y'all's beloved drama king. And, this is the result of his own work. Whether he wants to take accountability for it, whether y'all want to hold him accountability for it, excuse me, whether he wants to take accountable for it, or if y'all want to hold him accountable for it, it don't matter. The rest of the world don't swing to LeBron James's tree trunk. You know what I'm saying? Y'all got a very mixed view on life, as if y'all got a monopoly on reality. And when y'all ain't even living in reality yourselves. Because if you was, you would be upset that LeBron James let you down in 2011, in 2014, in 2017, and again in 2021. You all will address this dude. We wouldn't even have to. Could you imagine if sexuals held LeBron James accountable? He wouldn't need the basketball haters. So at the end of the day, it's crazy, man. We ain't heard nothing about this retirement since. I find that mind boggling. But let's move on to the next segment, another quick segment. Y'all don't know what this is right here. This is LeBron James's house. And before the 2018, I believe, finals, before that demolition of LeBron James' legacy that the Golden State Warriors put on him, I believe this is right before the series, right before game one. This man cooked up a hoax. Let's call it what it is. A complete false flag, what they used to call him. And if you bring this up now, you will be considered a conspiracy theorist, right? Because LeBron James said that somebody spray painted the word, the N word. You know what I mean? The famous N word, racial slur. He said somebody painted that on his garage, ladies and gentlemen. LeBron James lives in one of the most prominent uh, places in California. There is security. You have to go through security to get into LeBron James's neighborhood, as far as I know. Never been there myself. I've been to certain beautiful parts of California where, yeah, gated communities is locked up. Two security guards in the press box. You got to give your name and all that kind of too. Who you here to see type shit. So apparently, LeBron James lives in a community like that. Now, this is just in the basics. You know what I'm saying? This was in the basics. My brother was a web designer. Well, he is a web designer, and he lived in a nice place. That's like the base. If you doing well, you working for a nice company. LeBron James is a billionaire. The face of Nike, if you will. I doubt the security that he gets is less than Secret Service like. So you telling me that this man, somebody was able to sneak into your property, spray paint the word, the N word, you know what I mean, and then get away unscathed? And who was it, Bronny? Was it Bronny LeBron? Did Bronny James spray paint the N word? Because who else would be able to sneak into your crib, do such an act on cameras? There's cameras before you get to LeBron James cameras. There's no camera work of somebody scurrying away. There's no no camera work of him actually doing showing somebody actually doing it. It's like, come on, man. It's like, come on, man. Like, how naive do you got to be? How naive do you got to be a LeBron James fan? And the thing about it is he said all of that and there was a bunch of media around it and you don't hear nothing about it now. Not a word. Not nothing. You know, that's the mark of a real hoax. You dig? Like we got him, we got over on him. We got, you know what I'm saying, the attention we wanted because he knew, I believe the whole tactic behind this uh was to make LeBron James a sympathy figure for the slaughtering he was about to go through. I think that was the only motivation for that. All right, Spain won gold in soccer today. All right, that's cold blooded. Uh, and Belgium and France are at halftime. Sorry, I just was really looking at Jackie Young had 14 points, 6 of 8, 2 rebounds. Bree Stewie, she has 6 points, 6 of 12 from the field, 6 rebounds. It was a good game. So France or Belgium. The winner of that game will be going to the gold medal game. Shit, if France wins in the women's and the men's department, like we did, we'll be facing them in the gold medal game on both instances. And right now, France is losing 31-36 to Belgium. I think Belgium will be a better matchup for us. You know, the women's as far as competitive wise. But excuse me, y'all. Sorry, I'm cooking. Yeah, man, this dude LeBron James, man. So you telling me somebody spray paint the N word on your stuff. You got cameras on 24/7, 365, 366 days on the leap year. Your cameras don't turn off. And nobody got any footage, no evidence, no nothing of this dude, this person, this supposed racist that spray painted the N word on your garage. Come on, LeBron. You got to do better than this. And last thing, I think this, excuse me, got to end that segment with this is another reason why I believe LeBron James is people in America don't rock with LeBron James. We are cheering for Team USA. I'm cheering for Team USA on the women's department. Hey, why don't the women's department have any the women's team have any issues? Why don't the women's team have any concerns about us cheering against them for another country? I ain't heard Asia Wilson say nothing weird like that. I ain't heard Breonna Stewart say nothing weird like that. And I just watched the post conference. They interviewed Nafisa Collier. She didn't say that she felt like Americans was cheering against America. Ain't that ironic? Ain't that ironic? We cheering against Team USA, the men's department. That's it. We just being no, we ain't cheering against Team USA men's soccer. We're not cheering against Team USA men's volleyball, Team USA men's kayaking. Nope, nope. Let's make LeBron James the sympathy figure again. We cheering against Team USA men's basketball. The entire country. It can't possibly be because of LeBron James and his antics, right? It can't possibly be that people are fed up with LeBron James and his BS, right? After just sneaking his son into the NBA, right? It can't possibly be that, right, bronsexuals? This man is just unscathed. He's perfect. He's never done anything wrong. Actually, he has. There's documented proof of him having affairs on Savannah James. Look it up. Y'all think this man is perfect, without blemish, and it's pathetic. You guys believe in fairy tales. Tell me more about Cinderella and her happy endings, bronsexuals. Tell me more about Rapunzel and how the prince came and saved her out of the tower from the dragon. Because this is what you guys love to hear. Y'all love fairy tales, right? Pathetic. Need to do better, gentlemen. It's not cool. It's not right. Hey, them gold medals for Spain, man. That's cool, bro. That's cool. I was hoping. Well, we ain't never. It's for soccer. The men's ain't never that good in soccer. I don't believe. I'm gonna start following up some soccer, but they handle after medals in Spain, man. They look like they really proud of themselves, man. But anyway, it can't possibly be that LeBron James has irritated the whole country of America with his continuous nonstop bullshit. It can't possibly be that, right? You bronsexuals. It's everybody else except LeBron James. Y'all said it wasn't LeBron James. It's his teammates. He got trash teammates. That's what y'all said. It's never LeBron James, not even on an international stage. It's the entire country of America hating on LeBron James, right? You guys are unbelievable, bro. I've never seen nothing. And I'm gonna say this once, I'm gonna say it twice, I'm gonna say it many more times. LeBron James fans, ladies and gentlemen, by the time my kids are in college, these mofos will be studied, all right, in a psychology class because the level of dedication they have to this man cannot be natural. It can't. It's beyond. I don't know if my wife is as dedicated to me as these bronzexuals are to LeBron James. No, that's cap. Shout out to Babe. You know, I know she is. That's my baby. That's Queen. But I'm just saying, on the surface, my wife, I know she down for me, but she ain't never done or acted like a LeBron James fan, bro. Not once. And me and Short, that's my bestie. That's my rib. Not once has she acted like a LeBron James fan. So you dudes are overly dedicated, overly committed, and I also challenge you all to go see the clip of how LeBron James treats his fans. Yeah, go look at that, bronzexuals. A bronzexual pulled up on LeBron James, and that man walked right past the bronzexual. LeBron walked right past the bronzexual as if he didn't even exist. And then his security guard ran up on the bronzexual, and then the bronzexual got offended. And you know what the bronzexual did? He went live and dropped LeBron. He went live and dropped LeBron James's location. A bronzexual did that because he was so butthurt that LeBron James wouldn't shake his hand or acknowledge his presence. That's what LeBron James think of y'all. Y'all overly committed to the man. He don't think nothing about y'all. If he see y'all, he wouldn't acknowledge you. You overly dedicated to his cause, his life, his legacy, and he ain't even that dedicated. Bronzexuals are more dedicated to LeBron James' legacy than he is. If he cared that much, he would have put in more work, been a better basketball player, had better moves, a deeper bag. Man's been rim running to the for layups since June 23rd, 2003. That's the only way LeBron James can play. Is if he's slashing to the rim, running over everybody, playing NFL football while everybody else playing basketball. Crazy, man. But we're gonna end it off with the last segment. Ladies and gentlemen. And before we do so, please like the video. Please like the video as it helps the video grow. Get out there. We need this one out there, man. This got to be the checkmate. This has to be the checkmate. These bronzexuals need to be stopped in their tracks whenever they start their cap. And at any point in this segment, you know what I mean? Y'all need this. Go ahead and borrow it. If you arguing with a bronzexual and you need to reference a video, you have my 100% permission to, you know what I'm saying, use this video. These people need to be stopped. Uh, Not illegally though, just as a reference, y'all. Just be keeping it out there. But anyway, LeBron James. Y'all see the title, LeBalco Longevity James. Uh, there's a gentleman out there by the name of Kel Sonnen. And Kel Sonnen has fully exposed LeBron James. He put it out there that LeBron James was indeed on PEDs. He gave the complete cycle and formula of how LeBron James does his PEDs. He named exactly what PEDs LeBron James takes and what they do to your body. And ever since he said that, he revealed that information. No, I've noticed how LeBron James plays. He plays like he's on those certain PEDs, as these PEDs enhances your red blood cells. Gives you a lot more energy, allows you to run. That's all LeBron James be doing is just running. You know what I mean? And I think it really enhances your red blood cells. But at the same time, he made all of these claims public, went viral. Everybody talking about it in the streets. The lame stream zipped it up quick. They didn't want nobody else talking about it. They didn't want Stephen A. They didn't want to give it any validity because that would have opened up a can of worms for LeBron James that he would not have been able to close the lid on. As if LeBron James would have addressed Kale Sonnen in any way or form outside of a lawsuit, it would have put gave. Well, let me say it like this: even if he would have answered with a validity, I mean, if he would have answered with a lawsuit, it would have gave validity to what Kale Sonnen was saying. But even without LeBron James acknowledging this dude, it makes sense. If you know how LeBron James plays, you hear what these PEDs do and how they work. It goes peanut butter and jelly, you know. So the particular PEDs that he is taking, that Kale Sonnen said that he was on, and when Kale Sonnen said that, there was no allegedly, there was no I think, it was no, he was speaking very matter of factly, as if he knows exactly what's going on and he knows exactly where LeBron James gets his stuff from. I don't speak as confidently about things, you know what I mean? Like Kale Sonnen has seems very well versed in the ways of PEDs and all that stuff. So uh LeBron, never responded to it. And to some people, these bronze sexuals that they took it as, uh, uh, you know, what Kale Sonnen was saying wasn't true. When we all know that's not the truth. What LeBron James was doing was the old tactic of trying to ignore it and sweep it under the rug. You know what I mean? Don't make it any less of a mess. And this is another situation that I feel like a lot of people have come off LeBron James for because you're talking about a dude that's been playing 20 years and all that kind of stuff. LeBron James' legacy should be set in stone. He should be retired, right? He should be done with the game of basketball. But the fact that he's starting to transition into this new era of basketball players, and he's dimming the light of the next generation of basketball players, yes, that's very true. All of the media, all the media press and time that goes towards LeBron James should be allocated to the likes of Gerard Morant, Anthony Edwards, Luka Doncic, Giannis Antetokounmpo, um, Joel Embiid, Nikola Jokic. These guys should be getting twice as much media attention as LeBron James is getting, for the simple fact that these are the next generation and current generation of basketball players. They need to be marketed. If you want people to be interested in them, buy their jerseys, buy their shoes, or whatever, you need to introduce them to the public in a very marketable way. Instead, you see ESPN, Fox Sports One. All they do is open up the segments talking about LeBron James, the Lakers, just mind-numbing shit. Even if the Lakers are not in the playoffs, not in the mix, they still gonna overly promote the Lakers. So scared to promote any other team. I remember for a long time they didn't want to talk about the Golden State Warriors. The Golden State Warriors are a small market team, low key of California, and they didn't want to talk about them. I mean, now they'll give them some coverage to Steph's demand, but the whole thing of the matter is that they just overly promote this dude and it's really dim the light on the next generation and current generation of stars. And it's super unfortunate, because we supposed to be more interested in the NBA finals. Two uh two uh uh two teams that have had two different paths to the finals. One with the quote unquote best player in the league right now, Luka Doncic, and one with the quote unquote most dominant team that season was the Boston Celtics. That should have been more of a heavyweight matchup. You know what I mean? But nobody was really giving it the time of the day or the energy, because nobody really cares. Nobody really cared. You know what I mean? Because they don't hear about Luka every day. They don't hear about Jason Tatum every day. They don't hear about Jalen Brown or the Boston Celtics every day. You know what I mean? All they hearing about is LeBron, Anthony Davis sometimes, Lakers, 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 Lakers. And that's why Skip Bayless got got canned. You know what I mean? This dude over here talking about LeBron James and the Lakers and Cowboys all day and night. It's like, bro, move around. Move around. I mean, nobody want to hear that stuff no more. That's why your ratings are suffering. But you know, now we know why LeBron James can play all these years. Now we see why. Now we got hardcore evidence, and it's from a PED user himself. It's not like Kel Sonnen is trying to play. You know, they're like, oh, this is what LeBron doing. He ain't trying to snitch. No, this dude is on the record for doing it himself, and he's mentioned people like The Rock, Hulk Hogan, John Cena. As far as the wrestling world, I don't know if he mentioned any football players, anything like that. But at the same time, he's put a number of names out there. I think he even said some celebrities as well too. He didn't put a number of names out there, where dudes is out there doing stuff, and he said, like, maybe if they was more honest and transparent with what they're doing, that people would take the drugs more safely. But there's no way to take a PED safely. I mean, these things are meant to enhance your performance for now and make you pay for it later. So, um, anyway, it's the point of the matter that Kale Sonnen, who's a open communicator of this kind of stuff. He's an advocate for doing it safely and all this kind of stuff. I don't think he has any investment in trying to expose LeBron James for profit or something. Like some kind of, like if a woman tried to say LeBron James did something like that. Nah, this ain't that situation. I think this is a total different situation, in the sense that LeBron James knows if he says one word, if he gives this any attention at all, it's a wrap. You know what I mean? It's gonna open up a can of worms. Maybe not if he tried to pursue Kale Sonnen legally. That I'm believing that the that's going to get Clutch Sports subpoenaed. All of their fouls would have to be exposed and all that kind of stuff, and they'll just, again, like, it just be never stopping. And the last thing LeBron James want to do is give a guy like me validity, because I've been suspecting that LeBron James been doing something like this for quite some time. But to hear, when I heard Sonnen say what he said, I was shocked. I was like, man, it's just been a thought in my head all these years. To hear somebody that's an ESPN analyst, that is a PED advocate, PED user, say the stuff that Kale Sonnen said. Because, oh yeah, he also spoke on Tiger Woods. He also said Tiger Woods is on the goods. So he ain't just throw LeBron James in there. It's just LeBron James was in the hat of a bunch of people doing it. So that's another reason why LeBron James been playing all these years and dimming the light on all these other athletes and these younger generations of stars, because he's got this competitive advantage, keeping him quote unquote young. But I think this is another reason why a lot of people don't rock with LeBron James, man, because we know what's up. And everybody was on Lance Armstrong's heels for all those years. Everybody was on uh, Barry Bonds. Behind, everybody was on his heels for years as well, as far as possible PED usage. Of course, we found out Lance Armstrong was on the goods. Um, but it's the point of the matter that you ain't got to be a rocket scientist to look at LeBron James and be like, yeah, something's up, man. Something's definitely up, respectfully. So I think this is the checkmate, and LeBron longevity James. The reason why people ain't rocking with him, ladies and gentlemen, is completely on his doing. You know what I mean? We didn't attack LeBron James before he started doing this weirdo stuff. You know what I mean? And let his fans tell it. He's always had haters. That's a That's a farce. That's completely false. The media used to make up, fake, much like they do now. It doesn't change with the year, but they used to make fake little, like, narratives that LeBron James had people going up against him. That was not the case, bro. Like, people was, like attacking his image and all that kind of stuff. Like, people don't think LeBron James is this or that or the third. And it's like, no, it was much like how Caitlin Clark is going through right now. They used to do that same crap with LeBron James, bro, to the verbatim. The same propaganda machine, the same script that was behind LeBron James is now behind Caitlin Clark. And before LeBron James became a champion, all that kind of stuff, we was just saying the same thing. Let the kid play out. Let's see how it goes. We're not saying he's worse than Jordan, better than Jordan, nothing like that. It was just let the kid play basketball. And the media never let that happen. And you see, even to today, they still interjecting, because now is he the greatest thing since sliced bread, and it's like, all right, now y'all just went too far. Now y'all going too far. We was willing to say LeBron James was a great basketball player, all that stuff, but this greatest of all time stuff, stop the cap. And in addition to that, the reason why people generally cheer against him, Well, let's start that video. Start this video from the beginning, and you'll find out because he's done this to himself, man. You know what I mean? I don't get how people don't see that part about it. It's like, yeah, I can see if LeBron James was 6-4 in the finals and never said no dumb stuff like 2016 made him the GOAT, or he didn't never jump ship and all that. I can see how y'all can come out of nowhere and be like, man, you just hating on LeBron James. And when in fact LeBron James fans are master gaslighters. They just hate on Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan ain't dribbled a basketball in 30 years. And they will bring his name up for no reason at all. Just conjure up Michael Jordan. Like just you be talking about a game that Michael Jordan, I mean, excuse me, that LeBron just played. LeBron James, the Lakers, they play the Miami Heat. And we talking about that game. These fools will just be like, Michael Jordan didn't, like right now, everybody talking about Michael Jordan recruited teammates. It's like, okay, who doesn't recruit teammates? That's not the point. You know what I mean? Everybody's recruited teammates. Kobe's recruited Paul Gasol. Paul Pierce recruited Kevin Garnett, and we know damn for sure LeBron James been recruiting. So how y'all bring it up like it's some kind of argument? But they will bring up Michael Jordan out of nowhere as if they got a leg to stand on. It's like, nah, bro. You know what I'm saying? Jordan went out there recruiting Charles Barkley. Your man's is recruiting the Charles Barkleys of today. The best big man of the day. The more dominant one anyway. Your man's out here, stealing everybody else's good role players. You know what I mean? So it's like sad work. But at the end of the day, this video had to be made because the propaganda machine behind LeBron James needs to be combated. Just to be honest, it has to be combated, bro. It's uncontrollable what these people say, do, and get away with. And then when we come back and combat them with facts, we put some facts that's right in the face of their narratives, that we the crazy ones. And that's the sad part of it all, man. And I've never seen like this for any other athlete in my life. You know what I mean? I've never seen the media protect the dude as much as they do for LeBron James. And now they doing it for Bronny James. Now it's illegal to say anything bad about Bronny James. You say something, you criticize Bronny James, then all of a sudden, you hating on Bronny and LeBron. It's like, bro, miss us, bro. That's why I say you just miss me with the bull. Don't pee on my leg and call it rain. You know what I mean? But yeah, man. I hope y'all enjoyed this one. We went in for about 2 hours, getting close to that time. And I just can't thank y'all enough for staying here chilling with me on this video. We had to go through a lot of science, a lot of history. You know what I mean? We had to break down a lot of LeBron James lies. I gave y'all some backstories to what really was going down on some instances. I really want to dig a little bit more in that Miami Heat story, to be honest, because Carmelo Anthony's revealed a lot about that story, but it wasn't much that Carmelo revealed that was new information. He just revealed his part of it, what he was going through from his side of life. So, but still, these fools, LeBron James himself tried to recruit Carmelo Anthony to a team with him, Dwayne Wade, Chris Bosh. Already, it would have been a big four. This man wanted everybody on his team, his whole draft class. Like, bro, where's the competition coming from? Who you think gonna watch that? We want to see you battle against D Wade. Nobody want to see y'all throwing alley oops to each other unless it's in the All Star and or USA Olympic game. That's the only time we wanted to see that. We didn't want no 82 games of Miami Heat, Dwayne Wade, and LeBron James. Nobody outside the city of Miami wanted that. And if you go back to that time, nobody was cool with it. You know what I mean? Like, that's why they was the villains. They got booed in every stadium that they was in because nobody was, what I'm saying, rocking with that move, bro. Probably the greatest. They give Kevin Durant a hard time for making the most coward move in NBA free agent history. Nah, G, that's still LeBron James title. That's still, it made sense for Kevin Durant to go to the Golden State Warriors. It was a hand in glove fit. But LeBron James was upping and jumping and creating an imbalance and competition in the NBA. Nah, man, that's at his shoulders. That's at his feet. You know what I'm saying? And the NBA ain't recovered since then. You know what I mean? Stuff that you can't say about the Michael Jordan and Kobe era. You dig? And those are some of my most fondest memories, especially Kobe going off, beating everybody, running through everybody's best quote unquote team. So that's all I got for y'all on this one, man. Thank y'all for rocking with me. I know it's a long show, but I got it in. But anyway, please like this video, share this video, hit the notification bell so you can be notified when I'm dropping content and going live on the channel. As well, if you have not already, subscribe to the channel as I drop content daily, go live such as this daily. Stay very busy on the platform. And last but not least, please thank y'all for, please leave y'all thoughts and opinions in the comment section. I thank y'all for rocking with me, man. I'm always intrigued to know what y'all got to say about these topics. LeBron is a controversial figure for sure. So tell me what y'all think about this clown. You know how I think about this clown. You got 2 hours to hear it all again. So I am Tony the Savant. Thank y'all for the love and support. Peace.